Nearly 2 million people attended Obama's first inauguration in 2009. We're expecting less than half that for Trump's tomorrow. That doesn't include protesters. Hundreds of thousands of them expected to demonstrate on the Capitol, most prominently on Saturday. But the crowd will be light. About 60 Democrats who are boycotting the festivities. Some big-name performers also stayed away from Washington altogether. So instead of Beyonce or Elton John, names you heard the president-elect wanted, you had Toby Keith being the headliner today at the concert just a few minutes ago. And of course we had, yes, Lee Greenwood, proud to be an American. I don't know if he has another song, but anyway, another headliner is America's Got Talent runner-up Jackie Evancho. Again, we're not talking names like Lady Gaga. Rock band called Three Doors Down, they also performed, but so many others took a pass, including the B Street Band. Now, I'm not saying the E Street Band, I'm saying the B Street Band. That's a Bruce Springsteen cover band. They pulled out. And if you listen to these guys, how conflicted, but how serious they were, they said, and they're supposed to perform, yes, Steve, at the New Jersey Inaugural Ball. The band says it dropped out of the event due to the respect for Bruce Springsteen, who is no fan of Donald Trump. Oy vey. First off, let me just ask you, 60 Democrats not going. I get it, they don't like it. John Lewis, American hero for what he did, but I think that's coming up a little short. You don't have to like who won, but you have to honor the process. And that's one of the great things about this country is a peaceful transfer of power. Not that that's violent, but I don't think they helped the cause. I think in some ways they weakened it and they looked petty by not deciding to do what most people do, regardless of party, depending on who wins.
I agree with you, Richard. Although it is a matter of conscience, and I'm assuming that each and every one of these folks considers it a matter of conscience not to go and reinforce Trump's presidency. However, this is who we are. This is the peaceful transfer of power from one president to another under our democratic system. He won fair and square under the rules. He is our president. And
you would have gone.
I would have gone.
Yep.
And these folks are going to have to answer to their constituents for their decision not to go. Maybe their constituents will like that, maybe not.
Dom, Trump was famous. Even at his weddings, people used to say that went, celebrities. I don't really know him. But, you know, they asked me to go and they offered to contribute to the charities or whatever else because he liked having A-listers around him. It was very important at the casinos, you know, to be seen with whatever.
Important to him.
So for him to, you know, it was almost like, ugh, when I saw him trying to keep a rhythm to Three Doors Down or whatever, or the piano guys, or people I've never heard of, right?
Right.
And the crowd size, and he's making a point of it. Or even the polls. He says, he mentioned the polls today and how there's, but now he doesn't want to take seriously the polls, so he's the least popular incoming president in terms of approval rating. You know him far better than I do. Is this killing him or no?
Of course it's killing him. To know Donald Trump, he likes The Apprentice to be his real life. He likes to be the man. He likes to have the rappers, Kanye West, in love with him. He likes to be A-list himself. And he has faked his way all the way to the presidency of the United States, and it is killing him tonight. I know him well. It is killing him of what's going forward. You mentioned Obama 8 years ago. I remember being there covering it. You mentioned Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen took the day off and was there in attendance, 5 feet from me, standing here with everybody else watching Obama take the oath of office. We had to be in place for Obama at 3 a.m. in the morning because that's how the Secret Service call, and that's how many people were there. It was a worldwide event. This is a bust. And Richard, you know, during the campaign, I said give Trump a chance, and you know it's going to work out, and you know let's see. This is not going to end well. I'm telling you, it's not going to end well.
You may be right. We're going to see how this goes. Real quickly, Jerry, I think there's also a misplay here by not only the Democrats aren't showing, but even some of the protests that are scheduled the next day. They seem to be confirming for who's talking and everything else, some of the suspicions that Trump always made here. Democrats got to be careful; they don't always play into the hands, right? Isn't it like when you're playing an opponent, let them make their own mistakes?
Indeed, indeed. But you know what? To your point, the Democrats should be there. But I think they're making a political decision. They'll answer to their constituents, but these districts are so gerrymandered, it plays well.
Yeah.
Plays well for them. And for this being a bust, I don't know. He's going to have less than President Obama, but George Bush had 300,000. All right,
Yeah.
Bill Clinton had 800,000.
And we're
Let's
gonna
put
make-
this.
and
It's a
we're-
one-day story.
And we're going to have that. I think you're right. That'll be the final point of the night. Guys, thank you all very much here. When we come back, we'll have a look at some local headlines. Stay with us.